Let's talk about this 5-in-1 hifu today. Let's take a look at the handle first. From here, there are multiple rows of thermoplastic freezing points. Then I sculptured double microneedles. The latest variant of the microneedle handle and a cold hammer handle. Let's take a brief look behind the machine. This way, the above area is for plugging in the handle. Then connect the power cord below. There are also 3 holes for adding water here. Let's take a look at the connection of the handle first. First, we receive the machine. The first step is to connect the handle first. Let's look at it this way. The first is the S sculpture handle. The S handle is the thickest pipe connection. We can take a look at this connector. I'm here to teach you how to pretend. When we connect, it is determined by these 2 holes. We just need to find these 2 holes. It's just a water inlet and a water outlet. We aim at these 2 things. Then plug and unplug it. So what about before we connect? The first one is to check whether the rubber rings are all on it. Here are 3 rubber rings. An interface. There are 6 in total. Then make sure the rubber ring is not damaged. Then the second one is to check the hidden angle. And this hole, is there any water left on it? If there is, we will wipe it clean. Make sure it's okay and we'll assemble it. Just plug it in vertically. It's already connected when it hears a click. If we need to take it down, remember to pinch the sides. Pinch the buttons on both sides at the same time. Then pull it out in a straight line, so you can unplug it. Then roll more freezing points. The holes for multi-row handle connection are here. The way we take it down, by rotating 2 screws. Unplug it when it's loose. When this handle is connected, it is distinguished by this shape. As you can see, it is a T-shape. We also correspond to the same direction. Straight line insertion. Then fix and tighten it with screws on both sides. Just tighten it, and then the thermoplastic handle. It attaches to this hole in the machine. This location. Remember to use this arrow as the main one when connecting. Then find a hole. The one corresponding to the arrow. This edge is inserted into the top. We'll lie here and insert. Just insert it in a straight line. This is the connection of the 3 handles on our side, and then our microneedles. Connection to cold hammer handle. Here we go. This is the connecting cable for the cold hammer handle. Find the location. Pull it out and show it to everyone. You can find the cold hammer cable. It's made up of 5 cores. Then when we connect, just find the corresponding hole. You can plug it in directly. It's stew-proof, and this bomb is facing down. We found this groove and inserted it face down. The connection is completed when you hear a click of Wechat. So let me show you again. In addition, the connection of the 2 handles of the microneedle. This is all 2 microneedle handles. They have 7 cores in their holes. The anti-stupid groove is also inserted downward. Can see. And there's also the microneedle handle. These two microneedle handles, it doesn't differentiate between left and right, so we can insert both holes. Just find the hole. If we want to remove the handle, it has an inner ring, and that's the ring that's alive. When we pick it up, you have to lift this ring up before you can pull it off. This is one way it can unplug the handle. After we roughly understand the connection of this handle, so let's look at two brackets. Bracket assembly, we won't demonstrate it here, because it's too simple. It's held in place by two screws on this side. On the customer's side, when the time comes, you can assemble the bracket first. Just align this bracket with the two holes on this side. Just use a cross screwdriver to tighten it here. The method of installation on the other side is the same. I won't explain it here. Then after the assembly is completed, we can't turn it on yet. We need to fill the machine with water, because our machine must have water to run. Clients must know this. Then the screen can be broken up and down like this. Adjust a suitable angle. Here we go. We water it. Before filling with water, let's take a look at other accessories of the machine first. The two above here. Yes, thermoplastic handle probe. It has 0.8 cm and 1.3 cm. It's all body parts. Then come over. Here are two probes with multiple rows of freezing points. It also has a depth marker on it. There are 3 and 4.5. It's all for the face. Then probe the front and let's take a look. There is a yellow film attached to the probe on the front. Avoid this water from flowing out. The silver area of the probe is the cooling area. The cooling experienced by customer operations. It was released by this silver edge. This window is to release the energy of hifu. Just take a rough look at this window. This is the connection handle. One is the putter of the pig. Below is an entry of information for those. We'll talk about this probe later. That's the water side of it. And then these three are the operation heads of the S sculpture handle. There are 3 in total. It's also used for facial manipulation. 2, 3, 4.5. These 3 depths. And look at the surface as well. The silver area is the cooling area. The circle in the middle is the hifu output area. Look at the 2 holes in reverse. One goes in, one goes out. The machine will pump water and circulate it to work. And then there is the interface for probe information entry. And this is the microneedle. There are 4 in total. A needle is. The whole body can be used. Generally, it is more used for scalp introduction of some products. It can also be used for facial wrinkle removal. This needle is nano, is needle. No need to break the skin. The last 3 need to be broken to operate. So when operating these 3, we need to pay attention to cleaning and disinfection. This must be done properly. This is 12 stitches. This is 24 stitches. This is 40 stitches. These 3 frame numbers are used for the face. More frame numbers are used for arms and limbs. And then much more for the body. We have equipped a spare membrane here. A large spare film is used for adding water with multiple rows at freezing point. Here we talk about each hifu probe needs to be added with water before use. Freezing point multi-probe water addition method. It is to peel off the film to add water, uncover the membrane, then fill it with water, then apply this spare film. And then, circled here is the spare membrane for the S sculpture head. The membrane does not need to be opened. Customers should pay attention to adding water to this head. We just need to fill the instrument with water. Then that water will be pumped into the handle for circulation. The spare film was given to him because it has been used for a long time in the later stage. This spare film is not sticky enough, will fall off on its own. In this way, a spare film needs to be replaced. Then here comes these 3 acrylic test plates. The main roll. It is used to test this freezing point multi-roll head, and as sculpture has. So what do you need to pay attention to when testing? Because each piece has a different thickness. Thickness can be distinguished by the size. The wet like this. I'll mark this for you. It's easier to see clearly. For example, the S sculpture head of 3.0. When testing, you need to use a 3.0 test board. Just get the corresponding test board. To test the corresponding probe, you cannot test with a different board. So like multi-roll top 3.0, also need to use a 3.0 test board. 4.5 just use the 4.5 test board to get the corresponding. Otherwise, the measured point is not normal. Here are 2 CPC, a connection for the funnel. Because the instrument is going to add water next, we connect it. This is what the funnel connection looks like when it's done. Then the other one is inserted into the overflow. We're going to add water next. We prepare these 2 tools before adding water. The first one is inserted into the overflow. After plugging it in, take a basin and serve it. Because when the water is added later, it will have water coming out. Then the first hole is the water hole. Plug it in here. We will show you these 2 steps. Add water hole and insert funnel, overflow hole plug CPC interface. Then add purified water to it. Add it to the overflow and continue to discharge water. At this point the water tank is already full. We wait for the water to drain. This instrument is already filled with water. We're just demonstrating how to add water now. Under normal circumstances, the water added by the customer may not come out so quickly, so the customer must know. Be sure to add it to the overflow outlet to discharge the water. After adding water, press and hold the button here. You can take this CPC off. And then at the bottom is a drain hole. The water drain hole is generally when replacing the water tank. We just need to use CPC to plug it into this position. And then, one of the 2 holes above is inserted into the funnel. So our water can be replaced. Without replacement, we don't need to connect. Because as soon as it is plugged in, the water flows out. We drain it when changing the water. To repeat the steps of adding water, because of the use of the S sculpture handle of the instrument, it must be operated with purified water to work normally.